Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a poor fisherman with his 4 sons. Though they were poor, the father loved his sons dearly. One day he called them together with a heavy heart and said, "My dear children, you are all grown up now. I am getting old and I have nothing to give you. It's time for you to go out into the world, learn a skill, and make a life for yourselves." The brothers were sad to leave their father, but they understood. The next morning they set out on their journey. After some time they reached a crossroads where the road split into 4 directions. The eldest brother said, "Let's go our separate ways, learn a skill, and return here after 4 years." They hugged each other and went their own ways. The eldest brother met an old man who offered to teach him how to steal without being caught. At first he hesitated. "Stealing is wrong," he said. But the old man laughed. "I will teach you a way to take things so cleverly that no one will ever know." Curious, the eldest brother agreed. In time he became an expert thief. The second brother met a wise stargazer. "Come with me, and I will teach you how to see things far away, even what is hidden," the man said. Fascinated, the brother learned to read the stars and use a telescope to see things no one else could. The third brother met a skilled huntsman who taught him how to shoot with perfect aim. "With this skill you will never go hungry," the huntsman said. The brother practiced day and night until he could hit any target with a single shot. The youngest brother met a kind tailor. "Would you like to learn how to stitch anything back together?" the tailor asked. The brother thought about it and agreed. Soon he could mend anything: cloth, leather, and even the most delicate fabric. After 4 years, the brothers met again at the same crossroads, overjoyed to see each other. Laughing and sharing their experiences, they walked home together. Their father was overjoyed and hugged them tightly. "I am proud of you," he said, "but now I must test your skills." He pointed to a bird's nest on a tall tree. "Tell me, how many eggs are inside?" The stargazer took out his telescope and said, "There are 5 eggs, father." "Now bring them down without disturbing the bird," the father told the thief. Like a shadow, the eldest son climbed the tree and took the eggs without the bird even noticing. The father placed the eggs on the table. "Now shoot through all 5 eggs with a single bullet," he said to the hunter. With a steady hand, the third brother fired. Bang! And split all the eggs in half. Finally, the father said to the youngest, "Now stitch the eggs back together without harming the baby birds inside." With careful hands, the tailor used his needle and thread, sewing the eggs as if they had never been broken. The father beamed with pride. "You have all learned your skills well." One day the kingdom was in great sorrow. A terrible dragon had kidnapped the king's daughter and taken her far away. The king announced, "Whoever rescues my daughter shall marry her." The 4 brothers saw this as their chance. "We will save her together," they said. The stargazer looked through his telescope. "I see her. She is on a rock in the middle of the sea. The dragon is asleep beside her." They asked the king for a ship and sailed to the rock. The dragon was snoring, his huge head resting on the princess's lap. "I can't shoot," whispered the hunter. "I might hit the princess." "Leave it to me," said the thief. Silently like a shadow, he sneaked past the dragon and carried the princess away without waking the beast. As they were sailing back, the dragon woke up. Furious, he flew after them, roaring and breathing fire. Just as he was about to attack, the hunter took aim, bang, and shot the dragon straight through the heart. The monster fell into the sea, but he was so huge that his body pulled the entire ship down with it. The brothers panicked. They were drowning, but the youngest brother quickly took out his needle and thread. With calm hands, he stitched the broken pieces of the ship back together. Soon they were safe and sailing again. The king was overjoyed to see his daughter again. "One of you shall marry her," he declared, but the brothers couldn't decide. "I found her first," said the stargazer. "But I rescued her from the dragon," said the thief. "I killed the dragon," said the hunter. "And I saved all of your lives when the ship sank," said the tailor. The king thought for a while and said, "You all played an equal part in saving my daughter. Since you cannot all marry her, none of you will. Instead, I will give each of you half a kingdom as a reward." The brothers were happy with the decision. They returned home, shared their wealth with their father, and lived happily ever after. This story teaches us that everyone has their own special skills, and when we work together, we can achieve great things.